I'm Eric, I'm a game designer, and today we're going to analyze the world design of Royal Waterways in Hollow Knight. Discuss how the Royal Waterways makes you feel claustrophobic, and uses hints within the environment to remind you, and make exploration more accessible. The Royal Waterways are located below the city of Tears. All the water must go somewhere, right? The sewers which you are exploring, which are dark, full of dangerous enemies. Narrow corridors fits within the context of the rest of the world, in terms of its positioning on the map, and the function it has. Furthermore, the Royal Waterways plays into the idea that the further you go down, the more dangerous and unpredictable the environments become. The Royal Waterways exerts this danger by attempting to scare you, make you feel fragile and vulnerable. The Royal Waterways is disorienting. It's hard to determine where you go, and danger is lurking around every corner. Moreover, the Royal Waterways is one of the most difficult areas when it comes to finding Cornifer to purchase a map. This is intentional, because Hollow Knight wants you to feel fear in the Royal Waterways. If you weren't scared enough yet by the labyrinth-like structure, or the screeching sound of enemies below, there are always the enemies themselves, which are there to overwhelm you and make you feel more claustrophobic. You have the enemies which blow up and expand tremendously the moment you hit them. And so do you have the enemies which come chasing back for you, now with twice the numbers, after you've slain them down. There's very little space to move, and on top of that, the enemies take a lot of space themselves, making you feel even more pressured into a corner. What the Royal Waterways does so well is reward you handsomely for overcoming the difficult obstacles you face. Furthermore, hint towards where you can find these rewards within the environment. For instance, the road to the Dung Defender differentiates itself from the rest of the Royal Waterways in terms of how it looks environmentally. This signals to the player that there's something unique worth investigating. And of course, sound also plays a major role in attracting you to these locations. Though be aware, the Royal Waterways doesn't freely give away its rewards. Instead, it presents you with a final challenge that you need to overcome to get the reward you were looking for. Because of this commitment and challenge, Hollow Knight makes sure it rewards you with compelling gifts, such as charms and Isma's tear. Gaining the ability to swim in acidic water requires you to utilize all your abilities and skills that you've gained. Cleverly enough, the Royal Waterways pushes you in the right direction. For example, by unconspicuously placing a crystal right where the game expects you to charge up, as a reminder for you of what to do. What is so intriguing to discuss is how Isma's tear is one of the most impactful abilities you gain, but meanwhile one of the least valuable ones. Isma's tear is rarely used, and when you do, it's usually in a quick section, and after that you've completely forgotten about it. Furthermore, it doesn't add an ability to you as a player, it merely changes the interaction you have with a hazard. You could say that you've now gained the keys to doors that were previously unlocked. But on the other hand, Isma's tear completely changes the way you move through the world. Admittedly, it's more valuable in some areas compared to others, but where it does apply, it reduces the difficulty of the area, and so does it enhance your ability to smoothly traverse through the environment. You no longer have to worry about falling into the water. The Royal Waterways may initially be scary, but once you have overcome your fear and be rewarded by having all the other areas in Hollow Knight just become a little less scary. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Game Designer Plays. Next week we will be back with another episode, covering the Kingdom's Edge. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. I would highly appreciate that. And then I hope to see you back next time. See you there! Bye bye!